Myself, Dr. Prashant Kumar Vardhan, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, GIS College of Engineering, Kollam. My subject topics is Advanced Welding Technology, ME 703A, lecture number 7, Flux Core Arc Welding, FCAW. Flux Core Arc Welding, FCAW or FCA, is a semi-automatic and automatic arc welding process. FCAW requires a continuous fed consumables, tubular electrode containing a flux and a constant voltage, or less commonly a constant current welding power supply. This is like a MIG welding machine. This is a flux core where is continuously fed through the this continuously fed for continuous arcing. Semi-automatic welding is a machine. Why use flux core arc welding? High quality weld deposit with excellent appearance can be used to join many types of metals over a wide thickness range, relatively high electrode efficiency, and process temperature. Excellent weld penetration simplifies joint design. The arc is visible and easy to use. Deposition rate is up to 4 times greater than stick welding. The use of self-shielded electrodes eliminates the need for flux handling or gas apparatus and is more tolerant of windy conditions present in outdoor construction than gas-shielded processes. Flux core arc welding creates as an alternative to SMAW, shielded metal arc welding. FCAW uses a continuously fed consumable flux core electrode and a constant voltage power supply, which provides a constant arc length. This process either uses a sealing gas or just the gas created by the flux to provide protection from contamination. Flux core arc welding. Gas inlet flux core wires are used in operation such as soft floor fabrication, maintenance, and shipbuilding. Flux core wires welding is especially useful where the base material to be welded has some amount of scale, rust, or other surface contaminants present. With the proper selection of wear type and sealing gas, weld properties are excellent for many types of material. History. First developed in the early 1950s, alternative to shielded metal arc welding, SMAW, or MIG welding machine, MIG welding. Main benefit of this method over shielded metal arc welding is that the unnecessary of the stick electrodes. This features helps flux core arc welding to overcome many of the restrictions connected with the shielded metal arc welding. FCAW versus SMAW, flux core arc welding versus shielded metal arc welding. High filler metal accumulation, high arc on time, operator factor. Equipments, electrodes and holders is portable. The flux core arc welding is a semi-automatic process. SMW alternatively low filler metal accumulation, low arc on time, operator factor. Portability may be an issue. Manual process. Flux core arc welding. This is a semi-automatic or automatic arc welding process. Require a continuously fed consumable tubular electrode containing a flux and a constant voltage, or less commonly a constant current welding power supply. Mainly two types: flux core arc welding, which requires sealing gas, and B type, Flux core arc welding, which requires no sealing gas. Flux core arc welding models for metal transport. When welding with a flux core electrode, there are two metal transport types. Transport types are spray transport and globular transport. Spray transport is the most commonly used, just like the name states. The metal from the electrode gets heated up to the point that it literally spray the filler metal to the joint. Globular globular transfer Globular transfer heats up the electrode hot enough for globes of metal to drip off the electrode to the weld joint. What separates the two transfer types are voltage setting, where speed, and the gases used, if any. Flux core arc welding, which uses a sealing gas. Sealing gas must be supplied by an external supply known as dual sealed welding, uses both a flux core electrode and external sealing gas, combination of gas metal arc and flux core arc welding. The slag created by the flux is also easy to remove. This method is preferably for closed shop environment, not for windy environment, because the loss of the sealing gas from the airflow will produce porosity in the weld. The main advantage of the process is that in a closed shop environment, it generally produces welds of better and more consistently mechanical properties with fewer weld defects. Flux core arc welding process. This is the 1 to 10 is a basically process, and this is the basic flux core arc welding system. A means A is power supply. A is the power supply. B is a workpiece. This B is a workpiece. Welding torch. Welding torch. C. D is wire feed motor. D is wire feed motor. E is wire feed. This is wire feed. F is welding control. F is welding control. Sealing gas. This is sealing gas. And A1 is power cable. Power cable. 2 is primary power supply, 230 to 400, 460 to 575 volt. 3 is 115 BAF to welding contactor control. 4 is welding circuit conduit. 5 is torch switch. 6 is power cable positive. 7 is sealing gas from cylinder, bulk supply. Cooling water in. This is cooling water in, and cooling water out. This is out. Cooling water to torch, and cooling water to outlet. This is a cooling water from torch. This is the 10 is outlet. This is optional. Features of flux core electrodes. Flux core electrodes may be used for welding carbon steel, low alloy, high strain steel, high strain quench and tempered steel, welding stainless steel, and abrasive resistant steel. Self-sealant 4 provides ingredients for sealing. Gas sealant uses external sealing gases. Flux core arc welding. This is flux core arc welding. This is a nozzle, and this is sealed gases. This is flux core. This is inside, and tubular is electrode, this is tubular electrode, and this is slag, and solidifies weld, base metal, molten metal. So this is flux core arc welding process. Apparatus. This apparatus is this is a torch, this is wire, this is clamp, and this is clean metal. This is a clean metal. This is clamp. Clamp. So these are the apparatus for flux core arc welding. Flux core welding. After welding, the clean welding is can be performed, can be done through the flux core arc welding. Sealant gases for flux core arc welding. In the case of dual sealing being used with a flux core electrode, the choice of sealing gases are limited. Choices are as follows: carbon dioxide, argon, CO2 argon, a mixture of the two, or CO2 oxygen, a mixture of the two. Flux core arc welding electrode. Flux core electrodes are tubular, hollow tube with flux in the center. Flux core electrodes come in standard as 0.1035 inch, 1045 inch, 1052 inch, and 116 inch. That is 3.15. These are the sizes available in the market. Normally 2 millimeter, this is 0.045 is used, inch is used in the market for welding, continuous welding, flux core electrodes. Process variables: wire feed speed and current, arc voltage, electrode extension, travel speed and angle, electrode angles, electrode wet type, sealing gas composition if required, polarity, reverse polarity, electrode positive is used for glass flux core arc welding, sealed wire, state polarity, negative, electrode negative is used for self-sealed flux core arc welding. Welding on materials: mild steel, low alloy steel, stainless steel, some high nickel alloy, some wire finishing and surfacing alloy. Porosity chances very low. Application of flux core arc welding. With high production rate, flux core welding can weld half-inch plate in a single pass with full penetration on both sides. Flux core welding produces high quality weld fast and even when in windy conditions. Used in the shipbuilding industry, ships are made of heavy plates. Advantages: flux core arc welding may be an all position process with right. Porosity chances very low, less pre-cleaning of metal required, less sealing gas, no sealing gas needed with some wires making it suitable for outdoor welding and or windy condition. A high diffusion rate process, speed at which the filler metal is applied in the 1 gauge 2F, 3, 3, 2F. Some high speed, that is automotive application as compared to sealed metal arc welding and gas tungsten arc welding, there is less skill required for operator. Less pre-cleaning of metal required. Metallurgical benefits from the flux, such as the weld metal being protected initially from external factors until the slag is chipped away. Flux core are cooling with or without sealing gas. Advantages: versatility, readily applied to a variety of applications, and a wide choices of electrodes. Relative simplicity and portability of equipment, low cost, adaptable to confined spaces and remote locations, suitable for out of position welding. Disadvantages: melted contact tip happens when the contact tip actually contacts the base metal, thereby fusing two or melting the hole on the in irregular wire feed, typically a mechanical problem. Porosity, the gases, especially those from the flux core, don't escape the welded area before the metal hardens, leaving holes in the welded metal. More costly filler material wax as compared to gas metal arc welding. The equipment is less more mobile or more costly as compared to SMAW or gas tungsten arc welding. The amount of smoke generated can be exceed can far exceed that of SMAW gas metal arc welding or gas tungsten arc welding. Disadvantages: changing filler metals require changing the entire spool. This can be slow and difficult as compared to changing filler metals for gas metal arc welding or gas tungsten arc, gas tungsten arc welding. Creates more fumes than stick welding. Thin plate does not weld by flux core arc welding. A slight change in a knob position can make a big difference in the arc. Disadvantages of flux core arc welding: a high level of noxious fumes which must be ventilated, higher electrode wear cost compared to solid electrode wear, more costly equipment than many other welding processes, less portable equipment than SMAW, sealed metal arc welding, or gas tungsten arc welding. The slag covering the weld must be removed. Application: high production rate. Flux core welding can weld half-inch thick plate in a single pass with full penetration on both sides. Flux core welding produces high quality welds fast and even when in windy conditions. Used in the shipbuilding industry, ships are made of heavy plates. Applications: for some high-speed application, automotive and marine engineering, use on the following alloys: mild steel and low alloy steels, stainless steel, some high nickel alloy, some wire facing surfacing alloy. Applications: flux core welding offers greater penetration, which is good for working with a thicker joint. It also allows the welder to travel in all directions and hold the torch in a number of directions. This makes it particularly suited to general repairs, shipbuilding, and other types of manufacturing. Question and answers. Question 1. Describe two flux core arc welding processes commonly used. Answer is gas singlet and self singlet. Question 2. What does the term FCAWS means? Self-shielded answer is self-shielded flux core process. Question 3. What does the term flux core arc welding G means? Gas shielded flux core process. Externally supplied shielding gas is used. Number question 4. What metal are often welded in using flux cooled alcohol. And so carbon steel, alloy steels, and stainless steels. Thank you. Thank you.